Dave Brown here at ringside, and we're ready to go with CWA Championship Wrestling today. Frankie the Thumper Lancaster will be returning. Got a partner with him I think you're going to enjoy watching wrestle, Axel Riggins. Also an update on the Jerry Lawler situation. Dutch Mantell will be here too. Lots of action coming up. We do want you to stay here with us. We'll be back to get it underway in just a moment. Championship Wrestling, what we thought, or who we thought, was Freddy came out and challenged Dirty White Boy to a championship match. Well, Dirty White Boy obliged, climbed into the ring. Take a look at what happened last week with who we thought was Freddy. Oh, Dirty White Boy nails Freddy and knocks him down. Freddy's never been knocked down before that I remember. Not like that anyway by Dirty White Boy. Slam by Dirty White Boy and a cover. 1, 2, and 3. The Dirty White Boy has just defeated Freddy. You are looking at the heavyweight champion. And there is nobody. I just beat this Freddy. Freddy is trying to get the mask off the guy who came in here claiming to be Freddy. Freddy going after the referee now. Well, as you saw, it turned out to be, of course, an imposter. The real Freddy really mad when he came out because he later was talking to the promoters and said that he had tried to build all of this up, and then this guy comes out and tries to tear it down just in a few seconds there. Freddy was steamed, and he may still be. A few comments from Freddy.
1, 2, the Freddy imposter is you. 1, 2, 3. After this week, the people will see there's only one real Freddy, and that is me.
Freddy, and in the ring right now, Keith Eric, Boss Winter, his manager, is up there with him. Referee is in the ring, and as soon as the Dutchman arrives, we'll be underway. I hear the music. Dutchman shouldn't be too far behind. There he is. That's Shoe Baby. That bullwhip by his side.
Take that stinking whip back to Texas.
Well, he's got the whip here, and he won't be able to use it in the match. It'll be placed out on the turnbuckle. Keith Eric complaining about the presence of Shoe Baby in the corner over there. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit match. Keith Eric going against the Dirty Dutchman out of Oil Trough, Texas. Keith Eric, a real battler. Boy, we have really seen him go strong head-on against tough competition. Battling one of the tough veterans in there today, of course, in Dutch Mantell. Keith. A punch behind the neck. Boss Winter yelling something at Dutch Mantell. Dutch out of the ring. Chasing Boss. Oh, it's too bad the Olympics aren't going on right now. Boss, I think, would have won the 440 right there. Amazing how fast some of these managers can run when they have a power wrestler like Dutch Mantell chasing them. Mantell back in the ring. Headlock on Keith Eric. Dutch fired into the ropes. He came back, though, with a shoulder set. Does it again, and Keith Eric finds himself on the mat. He had figured on things going otherwise for it. Eric, with a nice move, reversed it on Dutch. He rolled him up, had the shoulders down. Could not hold him for a 3 count in spite of Boss Winters. Boss said he had him for an easy 3 count. Back on their feet, both of them. Keith Eric with a shot to the rib cage to break out of the hole. Dutch had on him, and Keith throws him out of the ring. Boss Winter out to pick him up, but Dutch nails Boss Winter. Look out. Down here on the floor, Boss has been caught by Dutch Mantell. The Dutchman nails him with a right fist. Boss interfering in the situation. When Keith Eric threw Dutch out of the ring, Boss came over and hit him with a right fist, but he paid dearly for it as the Dutchman was able to catch him. Now back in the ring, Dutch Mantell with a right hand. Keith Eric back up on his feet. A short little clothesline as Dutch covers, count of one, but he can't make it stick for a 3 count. Keith Eric. I saw him attack you, boss, but I think there was plenty of provocation. I think fans will agree with me on that. I will call it as we see it, boss, if you don't mind. When it's over, we'll tell them it's over. But I don't think it is quite yet. Keith Eric's brief advantage is no longer an advantage. He finds himself on the mat, victim of an arm bar now, as Dutch Mantell kind of stretches out on it. Eric, good move for Eric. He slides under that bottom rope. That means a break. The referee calls for it. Dutch immediately dropped the hold and moves back away from him. Little over 3 minutes gone in this one. Mantell against Keith Eric. It's been a good match. Look at Eric. Eric came back. He used a fist. He's got Dutch back in the corner. Boss Winter from outside holding Dutch back in the corner while Keith Eric works on him with a right fist. Referee trying to get him to stop using the fist. Boss Winter up on the apron pulling his hair. As the referee turns, Boss Winter backs away. Eric with the headbutt. Yeah, I see it, boss. Mantell in some trouble here as Keith Eric drops down with a forearm and covers. 1, 2. Well, he can't make it stick for a 3 count. Only a 2 count, and Boss Winter is steamed. He said, hey, you gave him a slow count. He had him beat. Eric fired into the turnbuckles, but moves out of the way. And Dutch runs into the turnbuckles. Eric flips him back in the middle of the ring. Shoulders down for 2, but he only gets a 2 count.
It's been 3 stinking 3 counts. My grandma could have counted.
Only a 2 count. Keith Eric still working on Dutch. He flips him out of the corner. Bars the left arm. Does not go for a cover at this point. Dutch got him with a right hand to the chest. And again, Dutch smacks him. Keith Eric hanging on. We're coming up on the 5-minute mark in this match. 10 minutes, the overall time limit. Keith Eric, Dutch Mantell. It's been a good one. Mantell, the favorite, coming in. Keith Eric has really given him a battle here. Dutchman with the advantage now, however. Eric off the rope. Power slam by Dutch Mantell. He's over to the rope. He springs. He lands on him. He covers. 1, 2, 3. Dutch Mantell comes through with the victory and bails out of the ring and heads for Boss Winter, who goes into the ring, through the ring, out of the ring, and trying his best just to stay away from Dutch Mantell. Don't get behind me.
You saw what I would have done to him if he'd have quit running, too.
Yeah, I saw. Dutch wins it. We'll be back with you with more CWA action.
Michael St. John for CWA Championship Wrestling Wednesday night in Evansville. What a card. Triple main event action. Hot and heavy. Listen to this. Axel Riggins and Frankie Lancaster open up against the New York Brawler and Kevin Dillinger. Bill Superstar Dundee will meet a tough newcomer, Hoss Deaton. The Wild Side Chris Champion will take on RPM Mike Davis. A little bit later on this television program, you'll see why this match has been signed for Evansville Wednesday night. It's the mask versus mask. There must be a winner. The loser will unmask in the ring. Freddy will take on the imposter Freddy. Evansville Wednesday night. Plus the World Unified Heavyweight Championship. Soultaker puts his newfound belt on the line against the Rock and Roll Express's own Ricky Morton. Then the main event, the Battle of the Dirties. The whips will be on either pole during the match. Shoe Baby, Dutch Mantell's whip in one corner. The Cat o' Nine Tails of Dirty White Boy in the other corner. Wednesday night in Evansville. Be there for the action. Soultaker, you've got your battle, a battle against Rick Morton in Evansville Wednesday night.
Ricky Morton, are you stupid? You're a sawed-off little man. You've been listening to too much rock and roll. You want to fight the Soultaker? There is no law. I am the world champion, brother, and you're not going to take it away from me.
Dirty White Boy, somebody's going to get whipped Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not going to argue with this big man because he is the world's champion. This Wednesday night, man, everything's coming about. Everything's breaking loose. We got Chris Champion going against Mike Davis. Well, Champion, you should have never stepped over that line and then finally at last. Dutch, it's plain and simple, brother. There's going to be two poles, one in each corner. On one pole, Shoe Baby. The other pole, the Cat o' Nine Tails. Well, I'm going to crawl up that pole, bring Shoe Baby down, tie you up, and then I'm going to bring a dirty white girl in, and she's going to get this Cat o' Nine Tails, and she's going to whoop you like the mangy old hairy dog that you are. That's Wednesday night, baby.
Dutch Mantell has already picked up a win against a very tough Keith Eric here today. T.D. Steele standing in the ring right now, awaiting his opponent, the CWA heavyweight champion, headed for the ring right now. We're talking about the Dirty White Boy, his valet, the Dirty White Girl. Yeah, I see the belt. I just said you're the CWA heavyweight champion, no doubt about it. You got the belt. He won it in a tournament. He's been able to hold on to it, the Dirty White Boy. Hands the belt out of the ring to his valet, the Dirty White Girl. T.D. Steele waiting for him across the way. Referee Jerry Calhoun is there to say, if you're ready, let's get it underway. T.D. Steele, Dirty White Boy. CWA heavyweight title is not at stake in this match. Dirty White Boy with a forearm across the back. T.D. Steele back into the ropes, fired across the way. Whoa, ducks under this time. Presses the Dirty White Boy down to the mat. The Dirty White Boy immediately back up on his feet. Dirty White Boy with a big weight advantage here over T.D. Steele. About 30 pounds or more, I would say. No, T.D. Steele uses his size to advantage, though, as he leaped over the Dirty White Boy. But now he pays for it as the Dirty White Boy kicking him with a boot. Fist to the top of the head. T.D. Steele hits the mat. And the CWA heavyweight champion sits down on him with that big upper leg. Count of one. Whoa, Dirty White Boy breaks the cover at the 1 count. He's not through with him yet. And again, as we have seen him do in other matches, not content apparently just to win a match, wants to hurt somebody. Prove he can do it. There's a cover, one. Oh, he breaks it again. Yeah, acting like Dirty White Girl had something to say. And what did you say, he says, and breaks the cover once again. T.D. Steele taking more punishment here. An upper arm by the Dirty White Boy as Steele came off the ropes. Big open-handed slap across the chest. T.D. Steele in trouble. Here he comes out of the ring, down on the floor. Look out, Dirty White Girl with that whip. Popping him with it, and Dirty White Boy now out here on the floor. Steele on the apron. Referee trying to get him back in the ring instead of fighting on the floor. Steele. Victim of a reverse neck breaker. Boy, when Dirty White Boy puts that on an opponent, there is just not much continuing. Let's see if he'll make the cover stick. No, he just barely got the 1 count started, and then he breaks it. Disgusting. That's all I can say. There again, a second reverse neck breaker from the Dirty White Boy. T.D. Steele just lying there in the ring. This time he doesn't even try for a cover. He just picks him up, fires him into the rope. Power slam by the Dirty White Boy. T.D. Steele pretty well out of it here. Dirty White Boy says, come on, get up. He does, on his feet. Give him a B for bravery anyway. There's a cover again. 1, 2, and this time he makes it stick for a 3 count. And the Dirty White Boy in the non-title match here with a win over T.D. Steele. 2 minutes, 54 seconds the time, 2:54, and the Dirty White Boy gets the victory. Well, I want to get the Dirty White Boy over here just for a moment. He's, well, while you're showing off for the fans and all of that, we've got a piece of videotape, you and Dutch Mantell. I'd like you to take a look at it, and then we'll get some comments when we come back.
Mantell just ducked. The White Boy just hit the ring pole with his chest. Now Mantell going to work on the Dirty White Boy. Just runs him right into that ring railing. Goes the White Boy back up into the ring. Mantell up in here. He's fired up and ready to go after that CWA title. Mantell sending the White Boy into the rope. Dutch moves out of the way as the White Boy wants to give him a boot. Mantell just runs the White Boy's head right down into the canvas. Levels the White Boy again. Dutch being thrown into the ropes. Dutch the elbow. Catches the White Boy with a nice flying press. Pin cover one. The White Boy with his feet up on that rope over there. The White Boy with his feet elevated in the air. Holding Dutch Mantell's shoulders down to the mat. Retains the CWA heavyweight title. Dutch Mantell going after the Dirty White Boy now. The match is already over. Mantell outside the ring. Still not satisfied. Working over the Dirty White Boy. Sends the White Boy down to the canvas. Mantell gets ready to fire up. There's a White Girl coming in from behind. Whips Mantell through. Sauce right in the eyes of Mantell. Now Mantell down as the White Boy goes to work on Mantell. Just whipping on Dutch Mantell in the middle of the ring after the White Girl threw sauce, some type of substance, right into the eyes of Dutch Mantell. King Cobra coming out now as Dutch's bullwhip. There's Dutch the bullwhip. And there stands Dutch Mantell with the whip going up to the Dirty White Boy.
Well, Mantell and Shoe Baby evened that one up real quickly, I'd say.
Well, you know, that just goes to show what kind of man Dutch Mantell is. Because, Mantell, you couldn't accept the fact that you got beat 1, 2, 3. So then what do you do, Dave? He comes out and he wants to jump me from behind. I done got my arm raised in the air. I've still got the title, and I'm going back to the dressing room, but no. He wants to come out and jump me from behind and then continue. So the White Girl was just looking after my best interest to get a crazy man off my back. Like I said, he jumped me from behind. So Dutch Mantell, you brought out Shoe Baby. Or you had somebody bring Shoe Baby out. And you think you're big and bad with that whip. Well, he come up with a little idea. Put a pole in this corner. Put a pole in this corner. On top of this pole is going to be Shoe Baby. On top of this pole is going to be the cat of 9 tails. Now, Mantell, you done felt the taste of leather once, big boy. So I tell you what I'm going to do. After I get through beating your brains out right in the middle of the ring, I'm going to climb up and I'm going to get Shoe Baby. I'm going to come right back down. I'm going to wrap it around your throat. And then I'm going to hang you with your own Shoe Baby. And then I'm going to get this cat of 9 tails, brother, and I'm going to whoop 30 pounds of hair off you, boy. By the time I get through whipping on you, you're going to be a smoking. If you know what I mean, Dave.
I hear what you're saying. It is going to be a double pole match. Shoe Baby on one pole, this whip on the other pole, and that's the way it's going to be.
Exactly, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So Dutch Mantell, come on. Dave, we'll see you later, brother.
All right, we'll see what happens in the match. We'll see you right back here in just a moment.
Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, one of the biggest cards you'll ever see. Triple main event action. Let's run it down. Axel Riggins, Frankie Lancaster against the New York Brawler and Kevin Dillinger in the opening match. Then, superstar Bill Dundee will take on newcomer Hoss Deaton. Wildside Chris Champion will battle RPM Mike Davis. You'll see today on television why this match has come about. The mask versus the mask. There must be a winner, as the imposter Freddy will take on the original Freddy. The loser must unmask in the middle of the ring in Evansville Wednesday night. Plus, the Unified World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. The newly crowned champion is the Soultaker. He'll have a tough challenge against the Rock and Roll Express's own Rick Morton. And the main event, the Battle of the Dirties. The whips will be on the pole. Dirty White Boy with his cat o' nine tails, and that will be on one pole. In the other corner, Dutch Mantell and Shoe Baby his whip. The man that gets the whip gets to use it. What action. Big matches. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Be there.
For the King, Jerry Lawler. Jerry has lost the Unified World title. Still the King, but no longer the champion. As it comes out here, we want to maybe get him to say a few words about the situation, bring us up to date, and we'll take a look at some of the action that's led up to all of this. King, as I said, I know these are not happy times for you without that belt.
No, they're not. They're not, Dave. But what I think I've got this all figured out. And if we could do this today, I know we have a little film recap. I'd like to show everybody exactly how I lost the Unified World Heavyweight Championship, and then show them once again how I was just about to regain it and what happened again. And then I want to ask a very special guest to come out here and join us. But first, if we could watch this little recap. Would that be all right?
Sure.
Soultaker coming up behind Lawler, just leveled Lawler. Nate the Rat just jabbed him in the throat with that cane. As Dutch Mantell in here, after Nate the Rat lands the cane across the back of the Soultaker. As everyone's outside the ring now, all the lumberjacks tangling up outside the ring. Dutch Mantell in here for a little payback as Lawler holds the Soultaker up. The Soultaker ducked and missed. Dutch Mantell just nailed Lawler with the cane. And the Soultaker just clotheslined Dutch Mantell as the Soultaker with a pin cover. 2, 3, that's it. Frank Burrell.
Well, that's how the belt was lost. This is the rematch now.
Into that turnbuckle, delivering those big knees into the midsection. Just clubs Lawler right across the back of the head. The Soultaker picking Lawler up. Just carrying him around the ring and just drives him right down into the canvas. Soultaker sending Lawler into the turnbuckle. Coming in after him, but Lawler catches him with a flat and puts him down on the canvas. Lawler looking good. Going to work on the Soultaker over there in the corner. Frank Morrell trying to tell him to get those fists open. Morrell again wanting Lawler about it. Lawler just ducked out of the way. Leveled Frank Morrell. Morrell hit that floor on the outside of the ring as Lawler just rolled the Soultaker up. His shoulders are pinned. Nathaniel Whitlock in here as Lawler picks him up, gives him a big uppercut. Just nailed him right in that nose there. The Soultaker up and misses with a roundhouse right as Lawler takes the Soultaker down for a pin cover. His shoulders are pinned. The Dirty White Boy coming in here from the outside. Working over Lawler now. As Lawler just had the Soultaker pinned. Had the match won. And in comes the Dirty White Boy. As now the both of them working on Lawler. Dutch Mantell coming in here and leveling Nathaniel Whitlock. Goes in there with the cane. And now Dutch Mantell in there. Going to work on the Dirty White Boy. And the Soultaker Mantell just sent the White Boy up and over the top rope. As Lawler in there with a pin cover again on the Soultaker. Frank Morrell getting up at ringside. The bell has just been rung. Frank Morrell has just awarded the match to the Soultaker because he just saw Dutch Mantell in the ring and said that's going to be outside interference, and has called for the bell and disqualified the King. The Soultaker walking out of here again with the Unified World Heavyweight title. And Spring Morrell, who was out on the floor, got back up in the ring, and when he saw the action, Dutch Mantell was standing there with a cane in his hand as the King had the Soultaker pinned.
Now, I hope that everybody paid very close attention to that. And one person that I know is watching this on a monitor in the back, and I would like for him to come out here once again. I asked him to come out last week. If I could get Dutch Mantell to just maybe make an appearance out here for just 1 second. As I said, Dave, I think I've got this all figured out. I think I realize exactly what is going on now and maybe a way to remedy this situation. Dutch, could you come on out here for just a second? Oh, yeah. Let's hear it for Dutch.
Dutch can speak for himself, but, well, I'll let him do that.
All right, I'm out here. All right, you're out here.
I'm out here.
Now, let me ask you something, Dutch.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you one thing. Tell me to stay your business.
No, oh, wait a minute. Before you start that, this is what I was going to say. Don't take my lines, Dutch, because you see, I was going to ask you, do you not remember last week? Did anybody happen to see the TV show last week? Did I not I could have sworn I was standing about right here, and you were standing about right there, and Bill Dundee was standing about right there. No, you're fine. I just want to refresh your memory, Dutch. Do you remember me telling you or asking you to stay out of my matches, stay out of my business? Did I say that or not?
Yeah, you said.
Was I imagining that?
No, you wasn't imagining. You told me, and I remember it.
And yet, it seems I just watched on a monitor not more than 20 or 30 seconds ago me in a match with the Soultaker, with the World Heavyweight Championship at stake, and I look up, I've got the man pinned, I look up, and who do I see standing in the ring, and who does the referee see standing in the ring? And naturally, he disqualifies me. Who did he see standing there, Dutch?
Did you call me out here trying to embarrass me or something?
No, I'm not trying to.
Call me out here
I called
for?
you out here to ask you a simple question. Who did he see standing there?
He saw me standing there. And there's the reason why I was standing there.
Well, you know what? That's
boy
why I called you out here. I want to hear the reason.
Kick your brains out. They were kicking your brains out, Lawler, and I come out because that white boy just tore me up with that cat of nine tails. And I wasn't in no mood to play with a white boy. I wasn't. The white boy brought me in there.
Did I ask you? Did I make it clear? I mean, could you not read my lips? Did I ask you to stay out of my match? Did I say, I don't care if I'm covered with blood from head to toe. I don't care what they're doing to me. Please stay out of my match. I know I said that, Dutch, but yet I look up, and who do I see standing there? Dutch Mantell. Now, as I said, Dutch, no, I didn't call you out here to embarrass you. I called you out here because I think I figured this out. You know, I watched that tape of you. I watched a tape of you and the Dirty White Boy wrestling a while ago, and you're trying to win the CWA Heavyweight Championship, right? Right. And I saw you out there. You're pulling your straps down, and you're doing this. Now, where'd you get that move from, Dutch? Huh? Well, no, okay. We know where you got it. Yeah, okay. You're pulling your strap down, and you're trying to win the CWA Championship. Now, that's fine and good, but I know why you're trying to do that, Dutch. Because you know that the CWA Heavyweight Champion is the #1 contender for that world title. You know that, don't you?
Since you brought it up, yes, you are correct. Okay. You should be a detective, Lawler. Yeah, I know. You would solve every murder they ever had.
Calm
down,
you can figure
Dutch.
it all out. Calm down. Don't get excited. Let me just explain something to you. I know that what you're thinking in your mind was, you're thinking, as long as Jerry Lawler has that World Heavyweight Championship, you're probably not going to get a shot at it. Because you're thinking the promoters don't like to book a guy that the fans like against another guy that the fans like. That's what you're thinking, right? So what you figured out, you'll go in there and you'll get me in a match with the Soultaker, and you'll cause me to lose that title. You'll get the belt on the Soultaker, and you'll get to wrestle him. You don't think you're going to get a shot at it when I got the belt. And so then you get that done, you let the Soultaker win the belt, and then I get a rematch and you say, oh my gosh, Lawler's fixing to win that belt back. Now, what can I do? You sit back in the back. You know, I told you.
You think I got this all planned out?
Yeah.
You think I've sat back in a little cubicle back in the dressing room and figured it all out, right? I know. That's what you're trying. That's what you're leading up to.
I know that's a lot to expect out of a guy like you, Dutch, but yes, That is exactly what I think you got to do. I told you, I told you, Dutch, I had a big fat fireball with the Soultaker's name on it. You didn't even let me get a chance to use it. You wanted to make sure I got disqualified before I could do the Soultaker in. And you did it. You got the job done.
You know what you'd like to do right now?
What?
You'd like to slap me, wouldn't you? You'd like to haul off and just slap me, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't like to slap you,
Yeah, you would.
Dutch.
You know what I'd like to do?
What?
I'd like to slap you because your attitude, I'm getting about sick and tired of your attitude, Lawler. Now, I said it last week.